Hello, travel lovers, and welcome back to Trailvia. It's so wonderful to have you with us today. If you enjoy exploring the world with us, please take a moment to like this video, share it with a fellow adventurer, and subscribe to our channel. Today, we are taking a special kind of trip. Not just to a place, but to a different time. We're going to explore the vacation spots our grandparents and great-grandparents treasured. These were the destinations that filled their photo albums and created memories that lasted a lifetime. Have you ever looked at an old, faded photograph of your family on vacation? Maybe they were posing by a giant waterfall or lounging by a glamorous-looking pool. Travel has changed so much over the decades. What was once the height of luxury or the ultimate family getaway might seem a little different to us now. Some of these places have faded from the spotlight while others have simply evolved. We're going to count down 7 vintage vacation spots that will surely surprise you, uncovering the stories of why they were once the hottest tickets in town and what makes them fascinating to look back on today. Our journey begins in the rolling hills of Pennsylvania with our number 7 spot, the Poconos. For generations, this region was synonymous with romance. It was famously known as the honeymoon capital of the world. Imagine couples celebrating their new lives together in heart-shaped bathtubs, sipping champagne and enjoying the secluded, woodsy landscape. The resorts here went all in on the theme, with kitschy, love-themed decor that was both charming and a little over the top. It was a place designed entirely for couples to escape and just be together, away from the hustle and bustle of daily life. The Poconos' heyday peaked from the 1940s through the 1970s. It was an easy drive from major cities like New York and Philadelphia, making it an accessible paradise. However, as travel trends shifted, so did the Poconos' reputation. Younger generations began seeking more exotic or adventure-filled honeymoons. Air travel became cheaper, opening up the Caribbean and Europe. While many of the iconic honeymoon resorts have since closed their doors, the Poconos has reinvented itself. Today, it's a popular destination for families, with massive indoor water parks, ski resorts, and beautiful hiking trails proving that a classic can always find a new way to shine. Next up, at number 6, we have a true classic, Niagara Falls. For our grandparents' generation, this was more than just a waterfall. It was a spectacle of nature's power. A must-see wonder. It held a similar romantic allure to the Poconos, another top honeymoon destination. Families would pile into the station wagon, heading out on a road trip to witness the sheer force of the water. They would don those famous yellow rain slickers and take a ride on the Maid of the Mist, getting sprayed by the thundering falls. An experience that felt grand and monumental. A rite of passage. Moving westward, our number 5, Yellowstone National Park, established in 1872. America's first national park, all to see geysers like Old Faithful. For number 4, we venture to Havana, Cuba. In the 1950s, before the revolution, Havana was the ultimate exotic playground for Americans. It was a place of glamour mystery. Havana's popularity as an American tourist hub came to an abrupt halt in the early 1960s due to political tensions. For number 3, we venture into an even more adventurous past with African safaris. In the early to mid-20th century, going on safari was the pinnacle of luxury and adventure, reserved for the wealthy and daring. Think of Ernest Hemingway's stories. However, as the conservation movement grew in the latter half of the 20th century, the trend shifted dramatically. Our number 2 spot takes us to the ancient world, the pyramids of Giza in Egypt. For travelers in the 19th and early 20th centuries, a trip to Egypt was the ultimate intellectual and historical pilgrimage. Following Napoleon's campaigns, Tutankhamun's tomb discovery in 1922 sparked massive interest. The pyramids remain iconic, but modern tourism has changed the experience. Finally, our number 1 vintage vacation spot, glamorous Acapulco, Mexico. In the 1950s and 60s, Acapulco was the playground of Hollywood's elite. Frank Sinatra, Elizabeth Taylor, the original jet-set destination. La Cabrada cliff divers plunging into the churning sea. Over time, Acapulco's star faded as Cancun and Cabo San Lucas rose, with newer resorts and easier access. But Acapulco never lost its natural beauty. And that concludes our tour of these surprising vintage vacation spots. Some places change, while others, like the pyramids, stand as eternal witnesses. Thank you for joining Trailvia today. We hope you enjoyed this trip down memory lane. Like this video, share it with your friends. Subscribe to Trailvia for more past, present, and future travel adventures. Until next time, happy travels.